three-time World Series champion, three-time National League All-Star, and ABS wizard, Will Smith, joining the program. Will, great to see you. Happy that you are kind enough to take a few minutes to be with us. All right, so 2 months into the season, how would you assess it so far? What grade would you give your squad?
I think we've been decent. I don't think we've been playing our best baseball, for 2 months. We've had our ups and downs, had some good games, obviously. Guys are going out there doing their thing, and we're seeing great things. But, I still think there's room for improvement like there is every year with guys. But it's a long year. I think we're in a good spot right now.
Yeah, winners of 14 of your last 17, I believe, and then a pretty big series between the D-backs. They just got swept by the Mariners 4-game set, but they've been playing some good baseball as well. The one guy that we're not going to see this series on the mound is Roki Sasaki, but we saw his best fastball on Saturday against the Phillies. You were behind the plate. Roki's been a work in progress, and we know this. What did you see from Roki lately, especially with the fastball velo, that has you encouraged about it?
Yeah, he continues, to work really hard on his days in between starts. He's getting a lot better. I think he's also gaining some confidence the more he goes out there and the more success he has. But yeah, as far as his fastball, I think he's just putting in better spots. He's more convicted with it. I'm sure he's cleaned up some mechanics things to get the velo a little bit back up to where, we're all hyped to see him when he came from Japan. His slider's coming along great. His splitter's been really good. He's just attacking guys and letting his stuff work. And he's been really good the last few starts.
A guy who was really good over the weekend for you guys, I think particularly, was it yesterday? Ryan Ward hits his first career home run. I'm a big Wardo guy. I've had him on my show in the past. Love that guy. Happy he's getting an opportunity here. I know how it goes in those clubhouses, obviously, being a former ball player that I am not. What kind of crap do you guys give Ryan Ward there after he hits his first home run? Is it a lot of champagne, beer, throwing the soap at him, throwing him in the laundry cart? How'd that go?
Yeah, a little beer shower. There might be a few other things mixed in. It's getting a little out of hand, but we're all excited for him. He's been through a long road. So we were just excited to, enjoy that moment for him.
With Shohei Ohtani on the roster, you'd assume he was the offensive leader just about every month. But for the Dodgers, guys, it was actually Andy Pages. 8 home runs, 15 extra bases overall, an 879 OPS, 25 runs batted in. Andy Pages leads all of baseball. I never thought I would say this. Leads all of baseball with 50 RBI this season. Katie, he is the straw that stirs the Dodgers drink.
Well, now I want a margarita at 12:30 on a Monday, but that's fine. I think Andy Pages, outside of Shohei Ohtani, because Shohei is always going to be Shohei, has been the most important Dodger because of what he's done for this offense and also the fact that he's shown he can be their next star. Again, we've said this before on the show. If Andy Pages played for any other team, he'd be the face of the franchise based on his numbers and the production. He's an elite center fielder now based on metrics. And you're seeing him come into his own on both sides of the ball. He's been so fun to watch. And as we go through the top of the lineup, guys like Mookie Betts, Kyle Tucker not feeling their best. Shohei has looked a little better, but still not Shohei numbers offensively. Having Andy Pages slotting up in the top of the lineup and then into the 2-hole, which is often reserved for your best overall hitter, especially when Dave Roberts was a little, rightfully, hesitant to do that earlier in the year, and seeing him thrive in that spot, Andy Pages looks like a surefire all-star to me. He's been, I think, the most fun Dodger to watch in terms of consistent production throughout the first 2 months of the season. Really excited to see what he can do with a full season of work. I know the last month of last season, he hit that slide. Now it's really important for him to bounce back and show that he can produce all season long. Obviously off to a good start here. I expect him to be one of several Dodgers in the all-star discourse, which should start pretty soon.
Yeah, this guy, Andy Pages, is the straw that stirs the Dodgers drink this month.
I just said that.
Yeah, well, I know. That. Well, you said it because I wrote it, so I'm saying it again. He is the most important Dodger in that lineup right now because you need somebody in the middle of that lineup to be a different run producer, somebody that the other teams weren't really expecting in the early parts of the season. And after games 6 and 7, I'm not going to do the hand gesture, but after him getting benched in the World Series, for him to come back, okay, I'm going to do it. For him to come back and put together the season he has thus far, and continuing to not really get into extended slumps. Like when the league adjusts, he's making quick adjustments back. He is an incredibly hard worker. Going to Arizona, no reason to think that he's going to cool down. And that is the reason Andy Pages is this week's pick for our Daily Dinger. You guys know the MLB season is in full swing. All right, I'd say we go ahead and get to last licks. And we got a couple of super chats, and we got to look at that Diamondback series. So here we go.
All right, guys, I'm going to introduce you to her again. This is Caroline. She needs an adopter. She is such a sweet pup. She's an itty bitty little lady. She is healthy. She's happy. She is sweet. She gets along with other dogs. She's great with kids, adults, all the things. If you are interested in adopting this little terrier mix, please reach out to GoodreadsGuardian.org. We certainly appreciate it. And as always, we could certainly take any donations, $1, $100,000, whatever you'd like to give. We appreciate it very much. All right, baseball thought for the road, guys. D-backs series preview. Katie, this is a very different Diamondbacks team than the team that the Dodgers faced in the opening series of the season. This is a team that now told me to hold their beer when I said that the NL West was just a 2-team race between the Dodgers and the Padres. Seems like the Diamondbacks have something to say about that. What are you looking forward to?
Yeah, I like this D-backs team. I've liked them even coming into this season. And I think when you look at just the depth of their roster, look, the Dodgers have done a obviously nice job in the NL West so far. But I don't think you can take this D-backs team lightly. They looked at the probables. They have the veteran experience in the rotation. They have a bunch of guys that can mash. I'm personally here for the Nolan Arenado redemption tour. He's looked really good over the last month at third base for the Diamondbacks. So I think they're a good ball club. And this should be a pretty good test. You have Emmett Sheehan going tonight, Eric Lauer Tuesday, Shohei on Wednesday. Still no decision if he will hit or pitch. My speculation, though, guys, given that we are in the middle of, I think, 10 straight games and that Thursday is the series finale, it's a 4-game series, I wonder if this is one of these starts where Dave Roberts says, hey, we're not going to hit Shohei in the lineup because they've played a lot of games. Maybe this is just a pitching-only start. He's hit in the last 2 pitching starts, so I would not be surprised. And then we have Justin Robleski on Thursday for the rubber match. But tonight's game in particular, Eduardo Rodriguez, he's been lights out. He was really nasty against the Dodgers in the first series of the season. Should be a fun one here at Chase Field.
It'll be a good game. A couple of good teams here. A lot of people like to look at that Diamondbacks team, talk about that hot streak. They won 10 of 11 games. Then they got swept by the Mariners. Those 10 of 11 games, they were all against the Giants and the Rockies. So grain of salt. Those teams are two very, very bad teams there. But Dodgers should be able to take 3 of 4 in the series very, very easily, he said. We got
2 and 2 sounds okay.
Yeah,
honestly. But maybe I'm higher on the D-backs than most. I've been wrong before, barely. But
yeah. I mean, there's some guys who are definitely going to want to get back on track. I mean, Zach Gallen is not having himself a good year at all. I don't know how he's been of late, but the numbers in totality, an ERA over 5, that's not Zach Gallen. Like, I expect this team to try to stick to the Dodgers. They got swept to open the season. They want to try to get back on track.
I mean, they always try to stick it to the Dodgers. I think every team already, tries to stick it to the Dodgers, but you can't take anything away from the fact that it's Rockies and Giants. I mean, you play the schedule that you're given. The Dodgers lost the series to the Rockies, did they not?
No, they swept. Oh, the Rockies, sorry.
I
wasn't
listening.
Wasn't listening.
Yeah.
So they split and then they swept. There we go.
Okay, there you have it. At least one of us knows what we're talking about. Some super chats that we would like to get into. And
one person is hooking it up. B Bunicorn? I don't know who it is, but they are a fan watching us from Korea, which is awesome. We got Mr. and Mrs. and Mrs. Worldwide here. We're not married, but 10,000. There are 4 10,000 Korean won super chats. We appreciate. If I had a button, we'll just do this. Appreciate the support here. B Bunicorn 7 said, came here from the YouTube algorithm, arrived near the end of the Will Smith section. I'm a South Korean Ohtani fan, subscribing and liking. We appreciate that is what we're here for. That is what we thrive on.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Wanting, winning the series, same as me. What 3 is 4 in the series? Oh, let me fix this here because it's in the wrong spot.
They're very specific, though. They're very specific with Ohtani starting a scoreless third game to secure his 6th win of the season. They're very particular about the demands that they
Pressure's
have.
on.
I